So I've added other calibers of Desert Eagle pistols that exist in real life. Added the 41 Magnum, the 44 Magnum, and the 440 cor-bon. And the 440 cor-bon, I believe, is supposed to hit harder than the 50 Action Express, judging by the foot-pounds of energy it delivers. Somehow they say it's supposed to recoil less, but I chose to actually make the pistol recoil more than the Desert Eagle and 50 Action Express, just based on the foot-pounds of muzzle energy. The 41 Magnum and the 44 Magnum should be a happy medium between the 357 and the 50 Action Express Desert Eagles. With the 440 cor-bon you have 7 rounds, the same as the 50 Action Express, and with the 41 and 44 I believe you have 8 rounds, and then I think with the 357 you have 9 rounds. So anyway, I'm going to test them out and hope to release these in black bag version 0.86 this weekend, but let's check them out.
Tango's in sight. Down.
So this is the 440 cor-bon right now. Well, he took care of himself. Well, I got zapped.
Got him.
That was the 41 Magnum, which shot him in the head. Now, for the 41 Magnum, I used the same sound effects as the 357, and for the 44 and the 440 cor-bon, I used the same sound effects as the 50 Action Express.
Cover this area.
Because I'm running out of sound file slots, and I didn't want to waste them on different options for ammunition. I did have to create separate weapon files for these, so that they would have different recoil characteristics, which I think is necessary when you're dealing with differences in caliber like these.
Cover this area.
So we'll soon get a chance to see what how these handle. The 440 may be a really wild ride. Wow, he just tanked that. I'm not sure, but there's the possibility that there may be so much energy in the 440 cor-bon that it actually flips the figures on the muzzle energy. It resets them back to 0 if there is an excess, because the game only allows muzzle energy up to a certain point, and if it goes over that, then it just zeroes it out and then starts recounting again from there. Seem to have no secondary ammo, or it wouldn't let me reload. Hear a bunch of walking around, but that's the 41. That's the 41 Magnum. Now, I've never really had a problem with lethality with the 357 Desert Eagle in the game. But pistol rounds are still pistol rounds. So that bullet, I think, went through the first guy and killed the second guy. That's kind of interesting. This is still the 41 Magnum. Whoops. Let's get a little chaotic in here. Still with the 41 Magnum. That actually hit him in the head? I guess so. I don't see any wound. Someone went running.
Mission success. Objective completed.
So let's try that again.
Be careful out there.
Whoa. Get a 9-banger. So the 440 seems to do well over distance.
Cover this area.
And this is the 44 mag. Where was that? Oh, I guess he just blew himself up right here. These guys really shouldn't be so...
Red neutralized.
These guys...
Tango down.
Nice.
Cover this area.
Let's try it from this direction.
Down. Got it.
Right in the face on that guy. So, Bogart also has the 44 Magnum. 44 seems to be doing pretty well. Well, up to that point. Alright, so back to the 440 cor-bon. Right in the heart. Well, we know it's got good penetration. Oh my gosh, that was such luck. That was a total reflex shot.
Mission success. Objective completed.
So one thing I neglected to mention is that the 440 cor-bon didn't do so well in the Desert Eagle because it was necked down from the 50 Action Express, if I remember correctly, and that's, I think, why they went to developing the 429DE. Now, I'm not adding the 429DE because there's no NATO mod ammo type for the 429DE as far as I remember. I could check again. If I check again and it is in there, then maybe I'll add it, but I'm not sure the 429 was around in 1999. I'll have to look. I try to keep, to some extent, with some exceptions I guess, I try to keep the weapon selection centered around what was available when Rogue Spear was released, because I don't have many weapon models for newer weapons. So I don't really want to just provide like the simulation for a weapon and then not have like some kind of model, 3D model, to use. So, and I don't have the skills to or resources like for example, the software like 3D Studio Max. I guess you can get it, but anyway, I don't really have the ability to make some of these weapon models, so I'm just doing what I can with the skills I have and the resources I have. So yeah, as I was saying, the 440 cor-bon had some reliability problems, but we're not gonna bother with. I mean, there's no way to simulate jams in Rogue Spear, unfortunately. I think every tactical shooter should have jams, but I think simulating the unreliability of a weapon might get game developers up for lawsuits by the companies that actually make those weapons, manufacture them. So I think that might be part of the aversion to simulating jams. Plus, lots of really whiny players say, "Oh, it's not fun." I beg to differ. I think experiencing a weapon malfunction in a firefight it's not much different than running out of ammo in a magazine in a firefight. Do you switch your sidearm or do you reload? So it's not really much different than do you switch to your sidearm or do you clear the malfunction? So, but I think one of the problems with simulating malfunctions in a game is that a lot of what is it, reports of firearms reliability are anecdotal, and it can also be a result of user error or modifications of a weapon by the user, or you know, just a bad specimen from a production run. You know, it may not even be representative of the typical rifle of that model or firearm of that model. But you know, the user may have just gotten a bad one, so that the stories they have about its reliability or lack thereof are anecdotal. You know, it's I haven't really seen any studies done of reliability for any firearm. You know, actual statistics collected on reliability. It's all based on stories and observations. And the thing with automatic weapons with detachable magazines is that the reliability can be a result of the magazine, and it can also be a result of the ammunition. So I think that's one of the reasons lots of games shy away from trying to simulate malfunctions in firearms. Anyway, be looking if you want to try these pistols out, these Desert Eagles and these other calibers, 41 Magnum, 44 Magnum, and 440 cor-bon. Then be looking for the update to the Black Bag mod for Black Ops version 2.0, which is a sort of compilation, standalone, free compilation mod of all pre-Raven Shield, Rainbow Six 1, and Rogue Spear content. This is the real Rainbow Six experience. It's not the actiony, action movie type experience that you see in the later games. It's closer to what Rainbow Six Siege started out as, to a degree. I think Rainbow Six Siege initially was trying to be that original Rainbow Six experience, but they just lost their way, you know. And I think that's what happens whenever you have a development studio that is centered in any French-speaking country, is that they're just not gonna remain faithful to the tactical genre. You can't count on that. So anyway, I'll see about adding any other weapons and making any other improvements to the mod too before I release the update. Let's see.